I think she's just kind of testing the waters, but she's so great in singles, doubles, and mixed that's why she is built for this World Team Tennis format.
Well, that's true. Hings won 5 Grand Slam singles titles, and then she won all those doubles and mixed doubles titles.
She also, I think, won a Grand Slam in doubles.
She did.
Billy, does she have enough heat to play with the big girls today? The Venus is insane.
I think that's what Hings is. That's the question she's asking herself. When she played Shaughnessy last week, she said, "Whoa."
Megan Shaughnessy took her down.
Took her down 5-3, and Shaughnessy plays for the Hartford Fox Fours. And I think, you know, she saw some heat that night, but you have to get used to it too.
She physically after those matches? These are very taxing on your mind and your body.
She says she's tired, but she feels good and she's feeling stronger. And of course, she's, I think, getting a little less nervous. Although tonight, I think with Martina Navratilova being here, I think a little more.
That let cord right there, playing the lets.
Well, we're the first to do that too. We think it's important. We don't like to hold up games, and players always argue about the lets, especially when they get aced.
Now they can't.
So you just play.
1-2.
Billy, is there like a think tank at the office that you think, oh, what can we do next? We got the Matrix beanbag now. We got Shot Spot.
We got a ton of ideas. We want to be more fan-friendly. We want to make this a great introduction to the sport. We want to be a fabric of the community. We want to take tennis to the people. We think that is really important. We want to grow the sport of tennis. And we want, most of all, we want the fans when they're here to have fun, and we want the kids to have fun.
I saw kids with their faces painted earlier tonight. Nice game, Hings!
You just can't teach that. That's an angle that only the great ones have. Instead of the A, B, or C, she goes for the Z option here. The inside-out runner. Look at this. Off angle.
Love you, Luke.
And
American man here.
That gives the Sport Times a 3-2 lead. Is Joey G your kind of coach, Billy?
Yes.
Just he's
in it 24/7. 24/7. He's talking about it. You know, the team has breakfast together. He's talking.
He's barking at him. He's getting them going.
Nah, he's totally there.
That's a very nice hold from Martina Hings and Jenny Hopkins. More of the women's doubles when we come back. Navratilova, why she has so long been invested in World Team Tennis. Here's what she said.
Well, I can still contribute, but most of all, the concept about equality is that's what it's about. That's what Billie Jean was turned on about and still is, and that's the same thing that attracts me, is total equality between how many women are on the team, how many men are on the team, and how much they can contribute, and how much they get to play on the court. So that should be what life is about. So we're sort of like trying to, you know, push for social change, which I think sports has done over the years in many different ways, and this is just another small contribution that sport can make in a society's outlook on life, really.
Wait, it sounds like she's been listening to you for a while, Billy. Well, isn't it nice to hear your sentiments echoed by another generation?
Yeah, it's so fabulous. And Martina, senior, Martina Navratilova, understands it. She gets it. And, of course, I think she's the greatest singles, doubles, and mixed player that's ever lived. So, as I said about Martina Jr., Martina Hings, Martina has just helped World Team Tennis for so long, for so many years. But she's such a superstar.
Did you hear that standing O she got at the start of this night?
Oh, they're spilling the love. Every place she goes, man, this is standing O for her. And she deserves it. You know, she's 48. She's still going strong. Still the best volleyer in the game. I mean, it's not even close technique-wise. Her eyes are still very quick. It's fantastic to see how much discipline she has.
Nice and busy. Last word from Navratilova.
Right in the zone for Martina. Unbelievable. Do not give her this shot, okay? This is the wrong shot to give Martina. Oh, Oh, gosh, you do that in a match, and you know you're like, you want to hit the deck.
Well, who do you like in the singles? Which Martina?
We're both nervous. I think Martina Hings is actually more nervous.
Shot spot shows it on the line.
See how she takes the middle there? I mean, you know a good player is going to go down the center. There's Martina waiting, playing the percentages.
Great instincts.
So after 5 games, the Boston Lobsters have a slender 3-2 lead in the women's doubles and a 2-game lead overall. Everything counts. Mary Carrillo along with Luke Jensen and the woman who cooked up this whole idea 30 years ago, Billie Jean King. Did you doubt at times that it would last this long?
Sure. I mean, there's always difficult times, but I certainly didn't cook it up by myself. My former husband, Larry King, was hugely involved. He's so strong conceptually, and some other people in the beginning.
What is the key to being successful at this format? You know, depth. Is there, you know, you have a Navratilova out there that can play 3 disciplines, the singles,
huge.
the doubles. And
When you can get a superstar like that to play all 3 sets, but then you've got to have somebody who can play singles, and you've got to have somebody who can play doubles. I mean, it's a must. It's just not somebody who's good in singles. That's not good enough. There's a place for role players in World Team Tennis, which tournament tennis does not have, which we need.
Tournament tennis marginalizes role players.
And Hings!
Hings with the D.
There's no way her ankle's bothering her. She was on a dead sprint. Look at this. That's a nice 20-yard sprint into the corner.
Billy, I remember when Jimmy Connors was injured years ago, and it looked like he might never come back again. And he came back, tested the waters of World Team Tennis.
Yes, I made a call to him, and he said, well, nobody's calling me, and the doctor says I can't never play again, most likely. He said, Billy, you realize I do have my wrist is not doing well. I said, yes, I do know. I said, but do you want to play again?
Jimmy Connors played, and of course he came back the next season and got to the semis of the U.S. Open at age 39. Boris Becker is playing this year. So too is Lindsay Davenport, the Wimbledon finalist, the Wimbledon champion, Venus Williams. Sharapova is playing. Andy Roddick, men's finalist at Wimbledon. Also on hand, and next week we'll be watching Steffi Graf play for Houston. John McEnroe and Boris Becker going against it. That's also next week. We'll be traveling to New York for that one.
When I asked Jimmy Connors about his wrist, I said, do you want to play again? He says, I would give anything to play again. He says, and then I said to him, okay, I'll sign you to a 4-year contract.
Wow.
He says, well, if I can't play? I said, tell me 2 weeks before the season. If you can't, that's fine, but let's go for it. And he just went, wow, I want to play again. But Jimmy Connors and Martina Navratilova have been very, very loyal. John McEnroe has been fabulous to us.
How's that going to work with Shot Spot and John McEnroe? That's what I want.
That's why we did it.
Give us a preview of next Thursday night?
No, that's one of the reasons we did it. We figured we'll have it on tape for him so he can't argue.
Do you have a backup TV in case
Yes.
one gets taken out?
We actually do. Look, we're thinking about all those things now.
Good.
But keep helping me here.
One, two. Oh, that's so sweet.
Off the open stance, going to the side, low ball just flicks her wrist. Really vintage stuff from Hings. Stepping up into the court so she gets a better angle on this.
You know, Dodge has got to get to the middle. That's the problem. She's allowing too much room because Martina Navratilova's got to cover the line.
Ann Smith was such a fine doubles player. I mean, her team can learn an awful lot this season.
But she's a doctorate in clinical psychology now.
She, as I said, she could be very useful.
Right, we got a shrink on the team. We love it. I talked to Ann before the match. She said this team is fabulous. They're all getting along. They're having so much fun together, and she said it's so easy for her.
That's what Martina Navratilova told Smitty. She said, boy, this really feels like it's a real team.
Yes.
2-3.
Ooh, there you go.
Navratilova unsure of that one.
Foul called.
Both teams still have all 3 challenges left.
That was wide. Oh, that's sick.
Vintage.
This is why they're superstars. Both Hings and Navratilova taking very difficult situations and turning them into a positive. Check this athletic ability at 48.
Still so agile.
And Martina Hingis just cannot wipe the smile from her face. She smiled bigger than Navratilova did after that shot.
I love her talking about getting on the team bus and driving 10 hours. Here we go. We're getting here and there. It's awesome. The teammates and the whole feeling you have as a player.
So that game goes to the New York Sport Times. They take a 4-3 lead. Navratilova missing the forehand into the net. And there went the game.
It was right in the zone for her again, and she didn't make it. Oh boy, it's getting tight now. 12. Oh, I love it.
This is what you.
Yes, I want.
Come on.
But I want every game that a player wins or helps win. I want that contribution to be shown.
How many of these team tennis matches through the years go right down to the wire?
Quite a few. In fact, the first match the Boston Lobsters played this season went to super tiebreaker. Thomas Blake was serving the last 3. They lost 7-6 in the STB, the super tiebreaker.
That's why he felt so good about pulling out that singles win tonight.
Correct. Three service breaks so far this set, and you can see the surface really is favoring that slice serve, that one into the body, that one out wide.
Nice work by Jenny Hopkins at the net. I guess, Billy, the big question as we watch Martina Hingis return to tennis this summer in World Team Tennis. I mean, Martina Navratilova been around, she knows what everyone else has got on the women's tour right now. She knows the heat, the pace. Will Hingis's serve, which sort of betrayed her in her last season, you know, everyone was kind of beating up on her serve and she lost her faith in it. Do you think she can come back and hold and really feel like she can compete with the big babes of tennis?
Not sure.
Yeah.
It's a question mark.
Because that'll rattle your confidence more than anything. Sport Times again with the game. And Billie Jean, we thank you so much.
Thank you.
The Sport Times take the women's doubles. Coming up next, women's singles. Martina against Martina when we return.